Hi, my name is Doug Gentili. Most of you know me from the Multi-Ethnic and Racial Reconciliation Ministry. And this particular YouTube video is aimed mostly at Christians, but also non-Christians who care about having family-friendly morality encouraged in the entertainment industry, and avoiding scenes and language and vulgarity and sexual scenes that offend tens of millions of people, to try to make a dent in the entertainment industry in just a small way, for my beliefs in Jesus Christ. This is about a very unique project, and that is God has given me two callings. One is the Racial Unity and Racial Reconciliation Ministry, and the other one is to evangelize, or at least create a family-friendly atmosphere in the suspense drama market, especially with the suspense action thriller books and movies. This has been a strong calling for a long time. I've been writing many books, as you probably know, and I have some books on Kindle and my website already, to encourage a more family-friendly, faith-based atmosphere in the suspense action thriller market. But this is taking it to another level, and this is an idea I don't think it's been tried to combine the racial reconciliation ministry with the suspense drama evangelism. I think this is unique. Now, I can't say for sure because obviously I don't know what everybody else in the world has been doing, but I haven't seen this. So this may be something to make a huge movement in the American Christian church toward building God's kingdom in both encouraging racial reconciliation and evangelizing the suspense drama market. Now, why is this needed? Well, let's start with the suspense drama. There has been zero in recent history, Christian faith-based suspense action thriller movies. There have been plenty of Christian movies out, but none in the suspense action thriller. And if you look at the suspense action thriller movies, that they almost all of them have vulgarity, sex scenes, not rooted in gospel. So there is that need, to create a family-friendly, faith-based atmosphere in that market, in the suspense action thriller market. And then the corollary is my second calling is racial reconciliation. We have a racially divided church. It's racially divided. It's racially segregated. We still have racial conflict and misunderstandings, and and division on politics and public policy. There's a need to bridge the gap of the racial divide beyond political party and political ideology and find common ground, and especially target the young adults to show that to take gospel truth, which is the most important thing, and combine it with action to serve people in need, to fight for racial justice, economic justice. That's how you draw. That's one way. Other ways to draw young adults into the gospel, where there's been some slippage. So those are the needs, and God has called me to try to address these needs. And this particular project, which I'm going to describe, is an amazing way to combine the suspense drama evangelism with the racial reconciliation and racial unity ministry, and do it in a way where it costs zero money for sponsors. There is no time commitment, or very minimal. There's no money and there's no risk. I think it's, God just opened my eyes to this idea. So it's pretty amazing. Now, I've written several novels, and I have one which which I'm ready to launch, called Cro-Magnon 6. It is the perfect novel, to do this, because it's a timely theme, because it is about an evil axis of white nationalists and jihadists who form this evil axis to threaten the U.S. government, and the CIA hero, Jude Verret, must stop them. And there's a murder mystery type of element also about a presidential candidate who was assassinated, and we don't know till the end of the book or the end of the movie, whatever it is, who ordered the assassination. So this, it's well written. You can't say I'm a bad writer. I mean, I've been acknowledged in the government when I was working for the federal government. People would bring all kinds of documents for me to edit. I've written stuff. Some of it's already policy in the government, and I've gotten feedback from my books, my previous books. People like it. This book is well written, and it's timely, and it's entertaining, and is the perfect one to go into a movie and the bookstores to evangelize the suspense drama market. I've written several novels. It's amazing how God brought me to this point. When I was younger, back in the 70s and early 80s, I was not really walking with Jesus, and I wrote lots of novels, and they had sex scenes, and they had vulgarity, just like the world, just like the secular world. And about 20 years ago, when my faith was stronger, God just said, throw away all those books. So I have destroyed all those books. If you look at a copyright, you can see all these books have been copyrighted, but I don't even have copies of them. I destroyed them. So my recent books have been family friendly, clean, gospel centered, and there are 3 of them on my website. And this book, Cro-Magnon 6, is the one that I'm prayerfully launching to evangelize the suspense drama market. One of the books on the website, just to show you God's power, it's I call it the miracle book, because I wrote it in 22 days, 22, 23 days, 340 some pages, double space type, because God just kind of downloaded it was kind of just downloaded. It was like watching a movie in front of me, all the scenes, all the dialogue. So I'm pretty sure God is in this. I can't say that for sure because I'm not God, but this book is on the website. The Cro-Magnon 6 is actually a prequel to the Miracle Book, which is called Nuclear Terror and the Jude Verret, the Resurrection, on the website. And this project, now I'll describe how this project can be launched like the Apollo rocket to get the suspense drama market influenced strongly for Jesus Christ, and use this book, Cro-Magnon 6, to open up for other books, and just a trend for other authors also, not just myself, and then also support the racial reconciliation and the racial unity mission. So so before I describe the simple steps to accomplish this, let me just go over the state of the industry. If you are totally unknown like I am, and you write like a nonfiction, if your expertise in some area, and you have a built-in market, you have no problem getting in, to the publishing industry, or but if you're unknown and you write suspense thrillers, you have a better chance of getting a meeting with the President of the United States than you do with the publisher. because they don't want to hear from you unless you're already published. And then the agents are, also are looking for named people, and the same with the movie companies. So this is, so a lot of unknown authors put books, that's why there's so many ebooks on there, because they're good books, but they can't, they're blocked because the major publishing companies won't even consider them, because people don't know who they are. So they, so the Kindle books and things like that. So this is a way to get around that, and to really launch this big time. So I'm going to go over this one-page sheet, and basically I'm going to describe how we can launch this book, okay, and get a sponsor, where the sponsor puts up no money, has no risk, yet gets the book into the market and raises money for the Racial Reconciliation Ministry. So here are the steps. Step number 1, just identify the sponsor. There's only 2 ground rules to the sponsor. They have to have name recognition, and they have to be of good moral authority, of good moral character. They don't have to be a Christian, but they can't have have some integrity, corruption issues which are going to discredit the book. So once we identify that sponsor, then they co-author the book. My name won't even go on the book. Their name will go on it. I'll just put a pen name because it's not about me. Okay. They can make any reasonable edits. They cannot change the basic plot or the faith-based message. That will be in any written agreement where I transfer the rights. So I'm giving this book to the sponsor. The sponsor will make, they keep all the profits, except just a small percentage I will keep just for ministry expenses to give to the Racial Reconciliation Ministry. So that sponsor with the name on the book opens the door. It gets into bookstores, and then it frees the money, and then eventually we will have, with the name sponsor, the first contemporary Christian suspense action thriller movie, and then open the door for others. So this is a win-win-win. Okay, it's win for the sponsor because they make money. It's win for the ministry because we're opening the door for a whole new area of evangelism, and that is reaching out to the suspense action thriller market for Jesus Christ. And it's a win for the ministry because a portion of it is used for the Racial Reconciliation Ministry to try to build bridges, to build unity, to bridge the political divide. So this is powerful ministry. So I'm looking for sponsors. My email is Doug_Gentile@yahoo.com, DOUG_GENTILE@yahoo.com, or you can call me at 703-582-1025. Again, this is a great opportunity to open new doors for evangelism and to build unity in the Christian church. So I hope to hear from you. God bless you. Peace and out.